This video is brought to you by Letsynthesize Academy, the #1 place for practice-oriented courses for serious music producers. Hey, Dan Larson here, welcome to the newest Synthesize Sunday episode. Now, you know my favorite synthesizer is FM8 because it has such a nice sound, I love it. And in this video I'm going to show you how to make a really nice dubsteppy, riddim-y but very crazy and very evil kind of sound, like this. And actually I made a really nice drop using this sound up, this. Okay, before we jump into it, let me tell you that if you want that FM8 sound, just go to my Patreon. But from this month, I'm going to make two very cool Ableton projects, very similar that you heard in the intro, like, you know, the full drop with the drums and everything else, for $10 a month on Patreon. So if you want to grab that one sound that I'm going to present now, you can have it for $2 a month on Patreon. But I'm going to make very cool Ableton projects, 2 a month, for $10 a month. I think that is a crazy good deal because these projects are going to be really nice, filled with very cool ideas. So if you want to grab it, go to the video descriptions and check my Patreon. So let's jump into the sound. Okay, so once again, this is the sound. Actually, this effect was very cool, so if you are into effect tutorials, this one is going to be that one too. Okay, so FM8 on itself sounds like this. Very nice sound on itself, but it's very weak at the same time. So let me activate the rack. The first thing is a vocoder. So the vocoder is a very nice tool if you want to get rid of that furry kind of sound from your synth, which comes from unison, chorus, or even distortion. And the vocoder is a very nice tool for that, but for the carrier, always choose the modulator. I also made some EQs here and pulled back the formant. Okay, I added a reverb that is pretty basic and an OTT, and this will make some crazy result on the reverb. But actually this is a good thing. Now, with the saturator, I played with the output to cut the reverb at the end of the note. And I added a human preset. So if you are into rhythm, the human preset from the chorus is just the go-to preset for you. It's just great. Haven't you heard about that? Just go and try it. It's crazy good. And then another OTT because the sound is still very dumb. I added an EQ too to chop off the lows and the very highs, another saturator, another EQ8 to fine-tune the sound, and another OTT to the end. So I know this is a crazy chain with 3 or 4 OTTs, but believe me, this is what makes the sound really. So now let's jump into the FM8 preset. So the FM8 preset is, again, a little complex here. So as you can see with the operators, I used up all the things, all the operators here. I use different waveforms on different courses. And basically these operators are very heavily detuned because for rhythm, that is what you want to do. So basically you can use anything, just detune them heavily, and when you start, use little higher courses. For example, on E, operator E, I used course 6, and on B I used course 10. Now another important thing is the envelope. So if you want to make those sounds really modulated, use these envelopes. Okay, so as you can see on A, I use this shape, B is untouched, D has some very nice curves. And the most important part here is the filter, because I use this bandpass kind of filter, which moves on this shape. And the envelope amount, as you can see, controls the range of the filters, so how heavily you want to filter your sound. Now, as you can see here, I let operator A and operator F out, and this gives a little more high end to the final sound, because we are using a bandpass filter on operator Z, and that kills every high frequency. Now, on Ableton, I use my favorite technique in FM8. There is a very nice harmonic knob in FM8 Easy tab that I modulated. You know, I just draw in some shape for the envelope in Ableton, and let me explain you what it does. So here you can see the easy morph tab, the harmonic knob. This is what I done here, and actually this is my favorite thing in FM8, because if you click on the easy morph tab, you can see the harmonic and the brightness knob that basically can transform your sound like crazy. Okay, so the harmonic knob is basically changes the ratio of every operator at the same time, and this can result really different sounds. So let me just show it to you. And the brightness knob basically, let's go to the operators, changes these connections, the modulations between the operators. So this gives more FM to your sound that will result in a very harsh kind of sound. So this is all here, not too much. On the master I use 3 voices of unison, and I have some EQ and a phaser on the effect, but it's very slight because as you can see the amount is on only 17. And when I was done with this, I basically just resampled the whole sound, chopped up to different little sections, and used them up as little cuts, little chops in the final groove that I showed you in the intro, but let me play it again. So these are the little chops here. Okay, so this was for today. I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and don't forget, if you want to have the FM8 sound, go to my Patreon. For $2 a month. You can grab every other sound and every sound that I make in my videos. But for $10 a month, you can have 2 very cool Ableton projects a month that you can download, like the whole stuff with drums, synths, every serum preset and everything. I think this is a very, very good offer. Just go to the video descriptions and go to my Patreon. I was Dan Larson. See you guys next time. Peace.